Welcome to a new and compact episode of Video Car Review. I already did a long review about the new Volkswagen Tiguan, but that was in Sweden in wintertime, and I told you, well, about the driving impressions. I give you a new clip whenever I have the chance to drive it on regular pavement, and today is the day. We are close to Berlin, and I can drive the all-new Volkswagen Tiguan here in Germany. We are driving here right now the 2-liter TSI petrol engine with 180 horses. It's good for maximum torque of 320 Newton meters, and you get them in a range between 1,500 and 3,940 RPM. The car accelerates from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour or 62 miles per hour in 7.7 seconds, and the top speed is reached at 208 kilometers per hour. By the way, Volkswagen gives us a fuel consumption figure of 7.3 liter for every 100 kilometers driven. And now we'll just hop in the car and take you for a little ride. Well, hello guys, I'm on the Autobahn driving 100 kilometers per hour right now. I'm putting the car in sport. Acceleration shifts from 7th gear in 3rd gear and starts accelerating. 140 already, 150, 160, 170, 180. Gotta love the Autobahn, right? 190. Now it's getting a little bit hard. Well, now here the Autobahn goes downhill just a little bit, so this should be enough for 200. Going 200 now, I really have strong wind noises, but slowing down again. Back to 140, 130, they're almost gone. So if you drive 130, 120, 130, wind noise level is low, and the car runs silent as well, depending a little bit on your driving mode. I was in sport right now, going back to normal and having the speed limit here now too. I have different driving modes: eco, comfort, normal, sport and individual, which I can modify for myself. And here we got the DCC, so the dynamic chassis control, so we got an adaptive suspension, the steering, the powertrain, the ACC, the dynamic cornering light, and the air condition is affected by changing the modes or putting in the individual mode. And all I have to do is press the mode button down here, and of course next to those were all the on-road modes, and then I have an off-road mode as well, which I don't use on the Autobahn, of course. But here's the mode button, and whenever you get it, you can choose between the different modes. I will go in eco now, because we have a speed limit of 120 kilometers per hour here anyway, so I can, save some fuel. My first impression: the Tiguan is on pavement even a pretty silent runner. If you don't put the car if you don't hit full throttle, then it's getting a little bit loud. But in terms of, yes, it feels a bit sporty. It's not really that I did anything with the exhaust system. It's just that you hear the 2-liter 4-cylinder a little bit, and it gives you, I'm going full throttle now. Yes, baby. It's not too bad for an SUV, I guess. Acceleration is really fine, especially here on the Autobahn. I feel pretty confident on the left lane, even when I'm driving an SUV. Alright, I left the Autobahn and now I'm on a little country road, which condition is not really that nice. It's not too bad either, but it's not very good. So I tried the different driving modes once again, switching from comfort over normal to sport, and you really feel a significant change in terms of the suspension. While in comfort, you know, I'm really comfortable, and it seems to balance out most of the bumpers here. In normal you start, you know, feeling the bad road, and in sport you almost jump a little bit. It's not that bad in sport actually, but you know, so the point is, in comfort you really have a comfortable ride even if the road conditions are not that good, and in sport I suppose you can drive a little bit sporty, well, at least as sporty as you can drive in an SUV. Alright guys, I just pulled to the right side to show you how the steering works when you want to maneuver or park the car, you know, just do something. And I think this way you get a pretty good impression how it works and how easy the steering works, especially when you know, maneuver or try to get into a parking spot. So that's it. I mean, pretty easy to turn the car 360 degrees, I guess. Besides that, well, I'm driving in comfort right now, going into sport. Yep, going back to comfort. Well, well, the road is not that good right now. It is overall not a too direct steering, no, but being in sport it gets a little bit more direct, yes. So I think, well, if you like to go a little bit more sporty in your not so sporty car, you know, then you can at least put the steering in sport mode due to the individual program, and have a little bit more direct steering here. Alright, we got the 7-speed DSG dual clutch transmission, automatic transmission in here. The only transmission you can order with this 2-liter TSI with 180 horses so far. I've had several, well, first of all, it shifts seamless regardless if you're going in sport or normal, and I can just put the knob here on the right side, the stick, and then shift manually if I want to. This works fine. And on the other hand, I have shifting pedals, and here the transmission reacts to whatever I do. As fast as I push the shifting pedals, it shifts, so fine. Cannot say too much about the brakes because I didn't have any incident where I really had to brake hard, but so far just casual driving, I don't have the feeling that the brakes have any problems with the car, with the weight of the car or whatsoever. So I would just assume they're just fine, you know. And just from the sensitivity of the pedal, yeah, well, as soon as you touch the pedal, the car starts slowing down, the braking pedal, and you can really be tender with the pedal, and this way the car reacts. So that's fine. Alright, that's already it. Wrap it all up. The 180 horsepower 2-liter TSI suits the car pretty well. I like it. It's a calm engine overall if you're not going in sport and on full throttle. So it's neat. It has enough strength to really accelerate the car in a way that you enjoy, and at no point you have the feeling that the power is not enough for you and the car. I think it's pretty neat. Yeah, really. Before I quit, I may point out that we are having the panoramic sunroof in our test car. So it's divided in two parts. The first part can be opened and pushes while you open it over the second part. If you drive open with 90 kilometers per hour, you know, you start really hearing the wind noises, or if you're sensitive about noises, more than 90 is not a good speed while having this roof open. But even if it's closed, you just buy it closed and don't open it. It gives you a lot of light inside here. And I like that it's not only coming up until my forehead here, to my forehead, but to the very low of the passenger seats in the rear, so the kids or your passengers have more light on one hand, and on the other hand they can even look outside. And here, driving through Berlin, that's a neat thing. Well, I told you it's just a compact format, it's just a driving impression, so if you have any questions, please put them below in the comments field. If you like the clip, please give me a thumb up, and I'm saying so long. My name is Mr. Z.